with Miss Ebony. We peeling back the layers with Miss Ebony. You ready? The layers effect. 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 We peeling back the layers.
Right now. Welcome to the Layers Effect with your girl, Miss Ebony. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to everyone. If it is your first time joining us on the Layers Effect, please make sure you subscribe to the Layers Effect. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And also join us on Facebook. We have a whole Facebook community, okay? Go to the search bar and type in the Layers Effect with Miss Ebony, and the admin team will admit you in, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I have a special episode for you all planned tonight, okay? If you are following me on Facebook and Instagram, you will have seen I have been promoting 50 Shades of Purple. Okay, this is Women History Month, and I have a special guest, and my special guest has an awesome, awesome event planned for this Sunday, March the 19th. So welcome my girl, Miss Sonia. Let's welcome her, you all. Let's go. Hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my God. So you and I connected on Facebook, and I am so excited about, first of all, you being here. I'm so honored that you accept the invitation for you to be on the Layers Effect show, but I'm so excited about what you have going on. This is Women's History Month. So Miss Sonia, tell them a little bit about yourself. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Okay. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for the invitation. I'm just excited about being a part of your platform. So that's really awesome. Girl, I was in here jamming when the music was playing. So I was like, I hope she didn't come cut in here when I'm dancing. But anyway, so my family likes to refer to me as a serial entrepreneur. We have a couple of businesses located in Norfolk. I have a laundromat on 26th Street. I have my CBD store, which you guys are inside the CBD store right now. We also have a grocery store, and I have a print and media company, which is called Coastal Media. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Ebony. I can't hear you.
Okay, in my guest, I can't see her.
She's on the air.
I can't see her. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Technology is not on our side. Okay, good. Oh, we're back. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for staying in the chat. Thank you. Technology is not on our side, but we are back. So start over for us. Miss Sonia, tell them a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Sonia Newell. Um, my family refers to me as a serial entrepreneur. We have a laundromat, which is called So Fresh So Clean, located on 26th Street in Norfolk. We're inside of my CBD store, and it's Bountiful
Okay.
Utopia. We also have a multimedia company, which is Postal Media. So we do print and duplication and all of that. So that's a little
Good.
bit about me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. I am so honored to have you on the Layers Effect platform. So, okay, so let's take our viewers back. So, I was on Facebook. Social media is everything, right? So, the Venue 757 had popped up on my social media, and
Okay.
so the flyer was honoring women. 50 Shades of Purple, honoring women. So
Right.
I went to the Eventbrite site and I read the description, and my mind was blown. I said, oh my God, I have to have the founder of this event on my show and on my platform. So, Miss Sonia, tell us where the vision came from for the 50 Shades. And I do understand, after meeting with you on yesterday, that last year the color God gave you the vision of pink, and
Right.
this year the color is purple. So tell us a little bit about this platform, this vision of the 50 Shades and honoring different women around the world.
Okay. So first of all, purple is definitely a color or a sign of royalty. So
Mhm.
when I was implanting all of the information that I was supposed to fulfill, I went and researched. And the reason why purple is considered to be royalty is because it's not a neutral color. And you
Mhm.
have to do work to get it to become purple. You have to mix a couple of different colors. So long time ago, they only people who are affluent were able to afford anything in purple. So that's where the whole magic comes from.
Mhm.
And based on that, it ties into each one of us are women, are queens inside of our own network.
Mhm.
So with you being a queen, it is only rightful that you are in a majestic color, which is the purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is awesome.
Yes.
So God gave you this vision, of course, and learning on our meeting last night, He's blown your mind with this vision. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Yes.
So tell my viewers a little bit about what they can expect from this event.
So what this event, so basically, just to give you a little synopsis, what God gave me or showed me was women are teapots, okay? And around us are all of our types of responsibility. So it's your relationship with God first, your spouse, children, grandchildren for me, work, career, community, and blah, blah, blah. All of us have blah, blah, blahs, okay? So when you're pouring from your cup, the first time you go make tea, you're full. Some of your cups require just a little teeny pour. Some of them need a big pour. And what happens as women, we're trying to stay committed to everything we're responsible for. So by the time we get towards the end, we may be empty. The whole purpose of us doing the tea party is to create connections with women who don't have anything to gain from each other, but to be available. So if I'm in a refill process, Evan, but you're in overflow, so none of my cups go lack, your overflow will spill into my cups because your overflow is going to be wasted anyway if you don't challenge it in the right direction. So that's the whole purpose. So we're going to get a bunch of women together who really don't know each other, except for whoever they come out with, and we're going to learn how to congeal and have a good time. We have comedian Angus Black, who's going to make us laugh. We also have some other entertainment. We have a live steel band that's going to be there. We have a praise dancer, and then we're actually just going to talk about what is the correct way to have a tea party, because we all had tea parties since we were little kids, but we have different adaptations, but we're going to show you the proper way to do drink the sip the tea.
That is so awesome because the focus is women in everything we do. as a woman, and I don't care what race you are, we wear so many hats, you know, whether it's a wife, a mother, a business owner, an employee, a caretaker. We wear so many different hats, you know. So I'm so excited because for the month of March, you know, it's about women history and honoring women for the different things that it is so much that we do that isn't talked about. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so that's the part that is so exciting is the fact that you have created a space for women to be honored, you know what I mean, from all walks of life, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because honestly, when you look at the women that are honored, they're either famous or, you know, but these are everyday women, you know, that go out there and make sacrifices and do different things in the community and from all walks of life, you know.
Yes.
So that's the part that really, really excited me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about, okay, so this year, of course, is bigger than last year. You know what I mean? And so what can they, so tell it the event. It is March the 19th, right?
Sunday, March 19th from 2 to 6 at Venue 757. So we do have guys. Guys are allowed to come, especially if they're coming to support their queen. But we also have a group of gentlemen who are volunteering to make sure all of our ladies who come by themselves get escorted into the building. And then once they're in the building, we have another team that's going to escort them to their seat. So it's all about the pamper. We also have a program where every woman comes into the building, they receive an empty bag. And so during the process, of course, you're going to get a refill with the experience. But on your exit of the building, we partner with so many different companies. It's just mind-blowing how many people are pouring into our event. But each woman will have an opportunity to pick up an item as they're leaving as a physical representation of what it looks like for somebody to pour back into you.
That is so great. It's so awesome. Women's from all walks of life gathering in one setting, you know, honoring each other, you know, so that is just so beautiful. And so with this event, you have vendors and you have sponsors, you know, and then you have your attendees, right? So when they go to the Eventbrite, how can they find this event?
They just need to put in 50 Shades of Purple or T Social. Either one of those are the keywords to find it. And then when they go, it's Eventbrite, it's tricky. So when you go to Eventbrite, one thing you have to do is click on tickets. When tickets pop up, it's going to show the seat. Just go to the bottom and then select the price. So we have tickets priced very moderately. We start off at $15, and the most expensive ticket is $25, or you can buy a table for 8 people for $175. Child, I went to the store the other day for my granddaughter to get her a Happy Meal. McDonald's, it was $12. I said, what?
Right.
You know, so seriously, for $15, you can't beat that. I really didn't want to charge. Last year, we didn't charge. But the economy's changed a little bit, so we had to at least have, you know, a little bit of contributions for all of the things that we're trying to bring. But Gourmet Burger Bistro is our caterer, and child, let me tell you, their food is so good. So you're gonna get a really good meal. You're gonna have some really, really good tea, and then at the end of the event, we also have wine and cake that's available.
Oh my goodness. Listen. For all of my listeners, okay, if you are available this Sunday, the March the 19th, there are only a few tickets left.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean only a few. I'm not talking about a whole lot. I'm talking about only a few tickets left. And like, what else would you rather be as a woman? You know what I mean? To be in a building. And so listen, Miss Sonia, I believe in the overflow, right?
Yes.
So like, even if I'm not being honored, it's okay. I want to be be in a building where other women are being honored for everything they do in the community and in their life, the sacrifices they make on a daily basis, because I believe in the overflow. You know what I mean?
Too.
So to be in the atmosphere of women, you know, that are being honored, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's just such a privilege and such a low cost. Where else are you going? Okay. So like Miss Sonia said, $15 is the starting price, and then fit to $25. So is there still time? Because I know that, you know, the days are trickling out. Is there still time for all my entrepreneurs that are listening for them to be a part if they want to be a sponsor?
So definitely, if anybody wants to make any more donations, unfortunately, I had to cut being able to print because we're making souvenir booklets.
Okay.
So everybody has something to remember. But anyone who wants to make a donation as of today, we are still accepting donations. We'll just park your logo and your information until next year's event.
Okay. So listen, again, I know this is short notice, right? I know that honestly, my viewers, I know what you are thinking. I should have Miss Sonia up here like two weeks ago, right? But there are some of you, I really got so excited that I had to contact her immediately. Like, look, I was really, really excited about the vision. So listen, there is still time for you all to get your tickets. I will definitely be there. Do you hear me?
Okay.
Welcome everyone who is joining us in the live chat. Please let us know that you are here. If you are catching this on the replay, please leave a comment. Please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. And please, there is still, I'm telling you, there are only a couple of tickets left. Okay, so there is still time, right? However, if you can't, our ticket, okay, let's go to the chat. Our tickets available to purchase to attend. Yes, tickets are available. I'm telling you, this is not, now I know, I understand. Some people, it's only a couple of tickets left, and there's like a whole lot. No. There are really, this event is almost sold out.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm telling you, you want to jump on this. You want to be a part. You want to be in the atmosphere of greatness. You know what I mean? And as you can see by the ticket sales, she's not in this. She's not creating this vision and this event to become a millionaire. Because where else are you going? The price of the ticket, okay, is very low, okay? $15 to $25, okay, where you can show up, get a meal, and be in a place of greatness, right? Let's go back to the chat. How do we purchase? So say it one more time, Miss Sonia, where they can go. Now, it's on Eventbrite.
Right.
So say it one more time, how they can purchase tickets.
Go to Eventbrite. Put in 50 Shades of Purple or Tea Social, and then you're going to see our tea party. Click on tickets. When tickets pop up, scroll to the bottom. Don't try to select your seat at first. Go to the bottom. Choose the option of what ticket you want to purchase. We have general seats for $15, a reserve seat for $25, or you can buy a table for 8 people for $175.
You can't beat that, okay?
No.
I am, man, y'all know Miss Ebony. I go out and you're not going anywhere for that price, right? So check this out. We got more to come. Stay tuned. We got a commercial break. We're gonna check out really quickly. Check out the commercial break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So I hope you all had a chance to catch that commercial break. As you can see, we rolled through the 50 Shades of Purple flyer. It is an annual event. You do not want to miss this event. There are only a few tickets left. Also, I hope you were able to see that we have an upcoming episode of two young ladies that are opening a cigar lounge in Newport News, Virginia. Check that out. They will be on the Layers Effect March the 29th.
Ooh.
Also, we have a wives conference coming up with Sister Nicole Ellis. This is her, I believe, 5th annual wives conference. Stay tuned for that. Also, we have upcoming episode. If you did not get a chance to catch the Circle of Peace previous episode that was just aired last Tuesday, please check that out on YouTube as well. And of course, we have the Layers Effect with your girl, Miss Ebony. Tonight, I have on my live episode Miss Sonia Noel, who is a serial entrepreneur of many businesses, right? So listen. We got another segment. We're going to jump into the letter. But before we jump into the letter, please tell my viewers about your CBD business, because a lot of people are not aware of the benefits of the CBD world.
Right. So back in the 60s, to make it real short and simple, there was a confusion between hemp and plastic. Who was going to take over the industry, right?
Mm-hmm,
so hemp was a threat to the rubber industry. So a whole narrative was created that hemp was a gateway drug to other drugs.
mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. So that's why we have all the regulations. Well, personally, for me, my father was able to maintain not really a healthy lifestyle. My dad had renal failure.
Mm-hmm.
And through renal failure, he was able to still continue to go to work at Norfolk Naval Shipyard and go to dialysis 3 times up until he passed away. And nobody even knew that. But the reason why he was able to do that was the benefits of the hemp plant. So that's kind of how I wanted to figure out what is it about the plant that makes people feel better. So when I was retiring from trucking, my husband said, find something that you love so you'll never have to go to work again. So
Okay.
I jumped into CBD. I started researching. I took classes. Actually, the hemp plant, I took so many classes just to figure out what it was. And when I found out, we opened up the store. And I tell you, Ebony, I'm changing a lot of people's lives by introducing and educating them about CBD. We have pain creams, tinctures, and a lot of people who suffer from anxiety, depression, their lives are shifting with the introduction of CBD. So this is a whole nother show. After the Tea Party, probably should sit down and talk. There's a lot of legislation right now. When the General Assembly met 2 years ago, they talked about inclusion and redistribution of wealth for our community, because our community was sadly incarcerated at a larger level than any other community. And so that's changed a little bit. So the future of CBD is kind of scary in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And I would urge everybody, make sure you register to vote, figure out who's running for office, what they stand for, who contributes to their campaign, and how they're going to represent you in the General Assembly.
Yeah, that is so awesome. So a little bit of background. I wasn't educated on the CBD industry, right?
Right.
Until one day my husband and I went to the mall, and there was a store in the Patch and Henry Mall. And the guy there educated us on the benefits of the CBD world, right? And so my husband suffers with like arthritis. I suffer with some arthritis as well, right? So in the knees.
Mhm.
And so I told him, because my husband required, and he went in there only because on the strength of me. And so I told him, what you got in here? Okay, I heard about this healing. What do you have in here for arthritis, right? And so he had showed us some different things, and he had introduced us to some cream.
Right.
And I said, "Oh, we just gonna go ahead and get it." But I'm gonna be honest, I was in the mindset of it's not gonna work. Like this is just. But we purchased the cream, and we went home, and he used it, and the cream actually worked.
Yes.
Right. And so what I love about the CBD industry is the pharmaceutical world. Every prescription drug that is prescribed, there is a side effect.
Right.
And so it's like, it's good for this, but it's bad for that. And it's a whole list of side effects, right?
You mean if I read this on this arm don't fall off?
Right. It's like, should I or should you gotta like choose, flip a coin, right?
Right.
But with the CBD industry, there was no side effects for this cream.
Right.
He used it and it worked. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So many people get caught up in like, well, I don't know, is this marijuana? What is it? I am telling you, it's natural. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a natural substance and it works. There are different, for anxiety, those of you that are viewing and you suffer with anxiety or arthritis, I am telling and beyond, etc. Right. Please stop by a store. Okay. Like Miss Sonia, she is located in Norfolk, Virginia. Give them the address one more time. And one more, before you say anything else, everything that we're saying here, we will make sure to, because I understand when you're viewing live, you may be in your vehicle, you may be watching, but you don't have a pen and a notepad. We will definitely make sure we drop this information in the Layers Effect Facebook group. So that's why it's so important that even though you're viewing here live or watching the replay, to definitely make sure you're following us on the social media platforms. But we definitely will make sure we drop her address of her business so you can stop by and ask those questions. It's nothing worse than being ignorant.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So why not go ahead, stop by and get educated, get your questions answered, you know what I mean? And so you can get your natural healing, you know what I mean? Right. Because the pharmaceutical world is in business to do what? Make money. They're not in business for healing. They're not in business for delivery. They're in business to make money, right? And so I definitely, we ourselves are witnesses to what this industry offers, And if nothing else, after meeting you last night and us having our meeting, but even before then, this woman is a Christian, okay? Yeah. She loved the Lord. I remember jumping to your DM, as this is jumping, and I asked you, please tell me about your vision. The first thing you said was, God gave me this vision. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then after meeting you and have this meeting, I have to let my audience know, you never made this event and this vision about you.
No.
You let me know straight up, it's about honoring different women and everyday women. And that's what's important. When you sit and you watch TV or even on social media platforms, it's like, and nothing against the women that are doing like big things, but it's nothing better than seeing an everyday woman that is going to be honored. You know what I mean? Yep. Because what that says to me is, that could be me one day. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so that's what it's about. Yeah. Gathering together, women from all walks of life and celebrating each other. Not gossiping, not hating, nothing catty. You know what I mean? And if we really be transparent, it's rare in our culture to really see that. So that's what really got me excited. It's like, this is a woman of color creating an event. You and your committee, you all have been working behind the scenes every day, day in, day night, and day out. We had a whole meeting. And when we got off of our meeting, you had to jump into a whole nother meeting.
Yes.
You know what I mean? About your event. You know what I mean? And so I am so excited. I'm excited about this year, and I can't wait till next year. You know what I mean?
And you already know you're going to be on the team next year. So get ready.
I am excited. In fact, I even contact some of my girlfriends. And I said, look, we got to get these tickets, okay? And listen, y'all need, I will hurt, listen, because this is going to be a sold out. We declare and decree that this will be a sold out event.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me say this. The numbers this year have doubled compared to last year. Okay. Yeah. So don't think that I know us women of color and people of color, we wait till the last minute. We cannot do this. I'm telling you, I've been watching my social media all day long. People have been sharing the flyer. People have been talking about, listen, this is where you need to be. Shout out to Cynthia, boss lady. She showed the flyer like, hey, what y'all doing? Because this is where I'm going to be at, where you going to be at. You know what I mean? So listen, So this next part, right, Miss Sonia, I'm going to read a letter.
Okay.
And it's anonymous. A young lady, it is a female that wrote in. I'm going to read her letter. And once I read her letter, I'm going to give my feedback. And then I want you to keep it all the way real. I want you to give your feedback. And then we're going to jump to the chat and see how they feel. Okay?
Do I need to go get my glass of wine?
You say you ready?
Do I need to go get my glass of wine?
Listen, do you need to go ahead? If you need to walk
good.
away, listen, no judgments. I have the one. Listen, not just you, for our viewers. If you need to get your glass of wine, your Red Bull, your water, your tea, whatever, your drink of choice. Okay? Now listen, thank you ahead of time to the young lady that chose to write in. I appreciate you all. We will not disclose her private information, but let's get into it.
Let's go, girl. Let's go.
Okay. Dear Miss Ebony, I need your advice. I can't believe I'm about to put my business in the street, but I'd rather be judged by a bunch of strangers than my family and friends. Yes, we welcome you. Okay. My husband and I have only been married for a couple of months, but we've been together for a total of 5 years. He has this job where he teleworks from home from time to time. One of his days working from home, I asked him if I could use his work laptop to type up my paper for class. My laptop had been acting crazy. He agreed, gave me his password to sign in, then he left me in our home office to work on my paper. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I had only been on his laptop for about 5 minutes before a Teams message from a person with a cat profile pic popped up on the screen saying, "Hey, handsome." All right, girl, take us in. My inner crazy immediately kicked in. I forgot that I was using his work laptop, and I replied back, "This isn't handsome. This is his wife." Okay, girl. Immediately, the cat's team status changed from active to offline. I was upset and curious all at the same time. My curiosity won. I remained calm and decided to go through my husband's laptop to find out that the cat was and why they felt comfortable enough to refer to my husband as handsome.
Mm-hmm.
I discovered that the mystery cat was. You ready for this, Miss Sonia?
Hold
on. I'm sorry. Okay, so listen. Usually I read the letters ahead of time. Hold on. Okay. Woo! Be ready. Get ready. Don't lose your cool. Okay. I discovered that the mystery cat was actually my friend from church. What? Okay. Whew. but we go to the same church. We worship in the same. Okay. And her and my husband were having what seemed to be an emotional affair. I couldn't believe it. When the two of them were around each other, they always acted very cordial. I never noticed anything out of the ordinary. I thought when she mentioned her job was hiring that she was trying to look out for a friend. Clearly, she was looking out for herself. I ended up slamming his work laptop on the ground. Okay, she gonna mess up this man's work property. I ended up slamming his laptop on the ground, running out of our house before he could even figure out what was going on. I've been in a hotel since. What? She done left. I don't know what to do. He's been calling me nonstop since I left. Neither him nor my so-called, so-called friend know that I am aware of their relationship. Oh, did I forget to mention that my friend from church is my pastor's daughter?
Girl,
First of all, listen. Okay. So, because we're transparent on this show, I probably will never ever read another letter without reading it. Oh my God! Hey, listen.
First of all, she need to come to the tea on Sunday. Tell her to come on to the tea on Sunday. It's on me.
Yes, listen. If you are watching, we need you to go ahead and purchase your ticket because you need to be rebuilt. You have been through enough in life. We need to gather you in a room full of women, okay? Because, baby. Yes. Okay, let's go to the chat. Okay, hold on. Chat, we're going to come to you. Listen, while I'm giving my feedback, then Miss Sonia, you're going to go next. I need you all to leave everything you are feeling in the chat, okay? So, I'll admit, I have never been lost for words. I have read these letters. This is season 3. I have never been lost for words. Tonight, I'm not going to lie. I lost for words, okay? So, sis, of course, I appreciate you for writing in, for being so brave and bold. Of course, we will not disclose your private information. But we're going to keep it all the way real with you because that's why you wrote in to Miss Ebony, right? So, I admire the fact that you checked into a hotel to gather your thoughts and gather yourself without making decisions, without thinking first, right? But now that you're in that hotel, okay, I don't know. Like, I couldn't imagine. It's like, it's so many different things going on in this letter. One, your husband, we're going to assume that he's cheating on you, right? Because he's handsome. His work laptop, what's going on? It's your friend. And then she your pastor daughter. Like, how do you even go to your pastor for counseling? You know what I mean? Your marriage counselor and his daughter, you know? Listen. I don't know if this can be repaired. But what I will say is this. While you're in that hotel, if you are a Christian, I would request and ask for you to take this time. Don't let that hotel be in vain. Don't just be in there and be all mad. You're going to go through a lot of different emotions. But spend this time with God. Seeking him on how you should handle this. Because the fact that you even had to leave your home, you know what I mean? First of all, he in the wrong and you pack up your stuff and you leave. And you done paid for this hotel. You know what I mean? What do you do with this information? Right? Do you keep it to yourself? Number one, do not go to social media, putting all your business in the street. Okay, if you are on Facebook, I have memories that come every day, and I see stuff from back in the day. I wish I would never see it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I am sure the pastor is not aware of his daughter's curricular activities. Okay. I mean, like, one thing I will say, I'm not gonna tell you divorce your man, leave him, but I'm not gonna say take this either. I'm not gonna tell you to stay in this and to ignore this and act like this never ever happened. Okay. Because the facts are there. The fact that she called him handsome is a problem. I don't care if bodily fluids have been exchanged or not. This is wrong. Foul. Flag on the field for all y'all to watch sports. This is wrong. Okay. And the fact that she's your pastor's daughter, that I'm sure he does not know what's going on. Okay. So me personally, I probably would call a meeting. Okay. They wouldn't know. Pastor, and call my husband here and your daughter. You know what I mean? And they will be in there. We'll put it all out front street in front of the pastor. Okay. Of what has taken place. Okay. There are so many thoughts. I'm gonna be honest. I don't usually just read letters on the fly. And this is my first time this song reading it without really going. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Like, what in the world? My friend, the pastor's daughter, you can't even run to the altar because in your mind, like, where she, it's so much. So I'm gonna stop here, but I will tell you this. I would not accept this. I would not ignore this. I am proud of you and admire you for going to that hotel, because I'm sure you went to that hotel because you probably was gonna put hands on her and him. You know what I mean? Me, myself, he got to go. Maybe you need to gather your thoughts. I don't, you know what I mean, to why you went to the hotel first instead of like confronting him. But because you didn't, you didn't mention anything in this letter about confronting him or her. Gather them in the pastor office. And I would ask the pastor, don't let him or her know they come. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna stop there. Miss Sonia, what you think about this letter? Let's get this sister some help.
I wish he had for me. I would already put my wine. So first and foremost, I would, like you said, contact the pastor, bishop, doctor, him, her, whoever it is that's officiating over that church, and I would have a heart-to-heart conversation about what I think I understood with the messaging. But first and foremost, though, here's a message from old school. You never leave your house. You never leave your house.
That part.
Okay. Now, if he got to go to timeout because he done something, that's something different. But a woman will never leave her house.
Never.
You never leave your house. Okay. That's number one. So you need to go on up to the front desk and tell them you made a mistake and get back to your house. That's first and foremost. Woo, child. And then if not, call your Auntie Ebony or your Auntie Sonia. All right.
We ready.
Do this baby. But and then second of all, there shouldn't be anything that happens that you can't discuss with your husband. So
that's right.
If we rewind, as soon as the message came up to say, hey, handsome, you should have paused whatever you were working on and called him in and say, hey, do you know who is handsome? Or ask them to read it. At that point, you could have gotten some clarity, because maybe his nickname at work is handsome. Maybe it was role playing. I don't know. Maybe but you kind of jump probably on the right. You probably didn't jump to conclusions, but for you to really understand, you should have brought him in at the moment of impact. But a lot of times as women, we are raised to be seen and not heard. And the confrontation part is hard, but baby, it's necessary. The way we set up, the only person supposed to call you handsome is your wife.
That part.
I don't understand the whole handsome part, and I don't understand you supposed to be my friend. That's real messy, child. And listen, if you had called me a year ago, without a day or some stuff from the street. So I don't even want to. Child, please don't. But there's a lot of women, seriously, who have etiquette issues.
Mm-hmm.
Women do not know how to conduct themselves with other women who are married.
Mm-hmm.
Who that man was before he had a wife or before he obtains his wife is totally different. Once a man has a wife, he's no longer your homeboy that's handsome.
Right.
He's a married man, and his handsomeness belongs to his wife. Child.
Listen though, now what we do know is we know that this is her friend.
No, it ain't.
Right. A fake friend. It's supposed to be her friend, and the fact that you are contacting my husband on his work laptop, girl, handsome. What? Now, so listen, Miss Sonia, let's go to the chat, okay? Let's go to the chat. So
it's hot in here.
Yeah, it's hot. I'm hot too. Okay, let's go to the chat. Okay, this sounds like we need to have a come to Jesus talk. Definitely. Okay.
Girl, get your daddy, because me and you and your daddy need to talk. I'm sorry.
So listen, someone said a hotel. Like, baby, I'm with you. So I'm leaving my house. You disrupted this marriage, and I'm leaving my house, right? Someone else, and look, I think it's a male. We got a male in the chat. He said no. Okay. Then we got he needs to be in that hotel. Definitely. Okay. And I'm with you. Why am I leaving my house? Okay. My place. My kingdom. My what? Okay. Then we have in the chat, Lord, why? Jesus called on him, boo. But you better go back to your house. You never leave your house, okay? Because, hey, truth be told, you in a hotel, she could be at your
You're doing too much, Abby. You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
Listen, also in the chat, right, I would have left my house. Someone else in the chat, he would have left. Amen. In the chat, amen. I would have answered her back, hey, boo. Now that's good. That's how you get to the nitty gritty, okay?
Right.
Hey, boo. Hey, handsome. Hey, boo. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, okay? Let's go to the chat. She probably left so she can process it before she reacts. Now, you know what, Pooh Bear? I agree with you. Now, me personally, I don't know about you, Miss Sonya, but I have been the type that I have reacted without thinking, and then I'm sitting up here like, oh God, I hope I don't go to jail. So you're right. She probably did. You know what I'm saying? She probably did leave so she can process it before she reacts. Also in the chat, let me tell you something. I have a lady at my husband's job calling him baby, sweetie, and she was married. I called the first sergeant and the commander, and everyone sitting at the table. I printed everything. I know that's right. Okay, we're getting everyone involved. Everybody at the job.
She called
Everybody, honey. She called him President Biden.
Yo, Joey, pick up. We got problems over here.
Also in the chat, gave it to her husband because she was stopped. Also in the chat, put him slam out. Okay, that part. We got someone in the chat, Rochelle F. She said, preach, Mrs. Newell. Okay, that part. And then they wasn't friends. That part. They were never friends to begin with. You are so right. Also in the chat, I would have answered back too. I love that part. If you want to get to the nitty gritty, she thought she was talking to him anyway. I like that part, answering back. You know what I mean? Seeing where he was at with it. Okay. Miss Noel, Miss Sonia should be back. I would have answered in the chat. Seeing like, hey, baby. Oh, hey. Oh, and maybe, you know what? Maybe I want to say, hey, baby. Because you know what? Right now, honestly, the only part that we know for sure is the friend is being inappropriate. We're jumping to all these conclusions, but we don't know what place or what role the husband plays. So I like that, Miss Keisha Rogers. I would have answered back, hello. See where this thing go. You know what I mean? Because you definitely want to get all the facts. There's nothing worse than confronting your spouse, partner, whoever involved, and you don't have all the facts. So maybe, ladies, her decision to go to the hotel was to just process this and see, where things are at. But I agree. I personally probably would have responded back to see how far this go, because being that there is definitely something, Miss Sonia, you probably can attest to this. There's definitely some inappropriate behavior going on.
Right. And I'm gonna need you to come in here and tell me who is handsome.
Right, who is handsome? Because the fact that she was comfortable enough, because hey, this is the work laptop.
Right.
So how the fact that the
handsome at church.
Say that one more time.
She don't call you handsome at church.
Why? She don't call you handsome at church. She don't call you handsome in front of me. Because you didn't mention that in the letter. You ain't saying nothing about she always called him handsome. And when we at church, no. So that is definitely some inappropriateness going on. Period. Okay? And I definitely don't think this should be taken lightly. You know what I mean? And I'm the type. Thank you in advance for everyone in the chat that has been answering. Someone else in the chat said, thank you, ladies. This is an amazing conversation. And thank you. This is so amazing because honestly, the young lady that wrote is real. And the truth is, this is happening not just to her, but to someone else. You know what I mean? And it's just so sad because this is a woman that she thought was her friend. You know what I mean? The fact that she thought this was her friend. And it's not her friend, as we can see. Because a real friendship, you would have never made this move and done this, right? So, being that this is the pastor's daughter, let's take this to the pastor and see how he feels. Because I'm sure the pastor is unaware that his daughter is making reckless decisions like this. You know what I mean? But don't ignore it. Don't just go in the hotel and go back home acting like everything is okay. Right?
Go home.
Yeah, go home. So how do you feel about, because listen, she added the fact that this was the pastor's daughter for a reason. How do you feel, Miss Sonia, about her taking this to the pastor? Do you feel like the pastor will be on his daughter's side? Or how do you feel about that part?
That's too complicated for me to answer.
I can tell y'all, Miss Sonia ready to put hands on this lady.
Girl. I mean, because God's still working on me. So
ain't nothing wrong with it. We are not perfect. And that's why we still here on earth, because we are not perfect. Because when we get to the point where we're perfect, we're probably to heaven. You know what I mean?
So listen, at the end of the day, it really ain't gonna matter to me what her daddy gonna say, because there's something wrong anyway, because her daddy didn't raise her right, because she's talking to somebody's husband. But for the benefit of the doubt, I'm gonna say maybe the pastor is a real good pastor and he's gonna get to the bottom of it. But they say pastor kids is always the bad ones anyway.
They do. And they wild because they been so caught up. Also in the chat, it is great to have an outlet, a way to express. Okay, it is great to have an outlet, a way to express what you're feeling without judgment and get some great advice. And you know what? Thank you, Rochelle, because that's what this is about. So we're not going to dog you, sis, and be like, oh, you dumb. You didn't know what you were walking into. You know what I mean? But this definitely is a platform. We're gonna keep it all the way with transparent with you, okay? Mm-hmm. So maybe you went to the hotel because you know you better than we know you, right? So maybe you knew that if I didn't go to this hotel, I'm gonna put hands, and we don't want you to end up in jail.
Right.
Because the layers effect or Miss Sonia, we're not equipped to bail you out. We're not, okay? So, so you went to the hotel for whatever reason. But while you're there, gather your thoughts, and it is definitely time to confront the issue. Okay? I would never tell anyone to leave their spouse, but I will tell you this. If there is not change, if you don't command your expectations and what you expect from your friends and your spouse, then the same thing will happen over and over and over again. You got to know your own worth.
Ebony,
you know what I mean?
Listen to this, Ebony.
Go ahead.
You know how the word says you're supposed to be around people that you're evenly yoked with?
Yes.
So something like it. Because as a woman, we're loyal. I haven't even met your husband, right? But because you and I are becoming really close, girl, your husband would probably look like Spanky from,
right.
I'm not even gonna be able to look at your husband because we are cut from like similar cloths. And that's what happens. Sometimes we get in friendships or situationships where we're pouring and giving into people who really don't deserve it. And because she's the pastor's daughter, doesn't give her a pass to try to get communion to somebody's husband when they ain't in church. You understand? Like, this stuff is too much. You ain't gonna drink no wine with my handsome husband when we in the church.
That part. So glad you said, because you know what? This part is deeper than this letter. So, ladies, for those of you that are married like us, right? Be careful in what you share.
That's right.
It is very important. Honestly, I know because I've been there before with you cannot share. Some things you cannot share with your friends, okay? Right. Some women are guilty of sharing the intimacy, right? Stop sharing with women. We're going to get, maybe you haven't been through this little letter. We're going to give y'all some tips. Do not share. Yes, in the chat, protect your space. Don't share the intimate details, okay? I know myself. I've been friends with some women and been in a circle of women. They're like, girl, here's penis. Listen, stop sharing the details of your bedroom. Because that single friend or even that married friend, you don't know where her mind space is at. Like, stop sharing the intimate details. And not even just your bedroom. Stop always praising your man. I learned that. Stop always praising your man, right? Yeah. It's nothing wrong with your friends or associates being like, oh, you got a good husband. But be mindful of the one, you got a good husband. Girl, your husband, girl, yeah. Stop, okay? Mm-hmm. Because especially, and it's no discrimination, whether they're married or single, because you don't know what the married ones are going through. Stop sharing the details of your relationship.
That's right.
Okay? Because you're sharing so much that they admire this man. And what they don't know is the other stuff you go through with him. Because none of us is perfect. You know, I've had women tell me, girl, your and listen, truth be told, I do have a good husband. But the other part of that, Miss Sonia, is no one could walk a day that I walk with my husband.
And mine either.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's good and then I ain't gonna call it bad, but there's some other stuff that if you ain't equipped, then you're not gonna be able to handle that part. You know what I'm saying? So advice to all you out there, some things you have to definitely keep between you and your partner. You know what I mean? Because you're oversharing. You know what I mean? So let's go back to the chat. DJ, shout out to DJ. Pastor ain't in this. Gotta take it to the source for real. And you're right. That's true. Some of y'all may feel like, why involve the pastor? Me personally, because it's your daughter, I'm bringing it to you. You know what I'm saying? But then, you ain't right. But then I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be disappointed and I'm gonna leave your church and I'm gonna stop paying my tithes if I bring this to you and you try to flip it back on me. You know what I'm saying? It's your daughter. Okay. Also in the chat, but me, I have bond money. Let's go. Laugh it out. Just messing. Listen, it's nothing wrong with joking because I ain't gonna lie. In the back of my mind, especially, see, I'm 40 now, but in my early 20s, I would have probably emailed her back and said, listen, what's the address? Me and Miss Sonia showing up.
Purr.
What a T. Okay. Also in the chat, protect your space, protect your home. That is so important. Amen. While you're talking, they are plotting. That is the key. That is it. Okay. But sis, you have a decision to make. Okay. And I want you, while you in that hotel, take this time to really process.
And she's going home.
Huh?
She going home. Don't
She
talk
going home.
about the hotel. She
Yeah,
going home.
yeah. And, but check out. Don't spend another dime. Check out. But tonight, while you process this thing and really figure out what you want to do.
Right.
It's not about him. It's not what do you want? You know what I mean? But definitely, this definitely needs to be a conversation piece. Okay. And I'm not gonna tell you leave your husband, but it need to be some changes. And if you don't see immediate changes, then you already know what time it is. And stop thinking we got to stay in situations for children, for money, for whatever, okay? This is Women History Month, okay? And if you haven't heard, if you're just tuning in, on March the 19th, we are honoring women. 50 Shades of Purple this year, okay? We are honoring women from all walks of life, everyday women, okay? They show up on a daily basis, okay? So thank you for writing. Thank you for everyone in the audience that chimed in tonight. You know what I mean? Thank you, Miss Sonia. Miss Sonia, we were not ready. You and I, we were not ready. Listen, keep it real with them. You knew nothing about this letter tonight,
I didn't know anything. Because I'm going to have my little sippy next to me. I'm over here trying to be on good behavior. I'm like
real talk with me and you both sitting here like, okay, we live, we on YouTube, we Christians. What do we say?
I'm going to call me a dummy because this is crazy.
This is crazy, okay?
Got my nerves so up.
Listen, okay? But listen, we are running out of time. This goes by so fast. Miss Sonia, I'm going to have you up here again, even if it's next season, because I already know you and your team are already planning next year, right?
Absolutely.
So listen, there is still time. There is only a few tickets left. March the 19th, okay? In the 757. Go to the Eventbrite. As Miss Sonia has said, go to the search bar and click. Tell it one more time for our viewers.
50 Shades of Purple or T Social, Purple T Social. Any of those keywords will take you right to it. When you get to it, select tickets. Don't worry about trying to pick your seat. Go to the bottom. When you get to the bottom, select the price point that you want. Once you select the price point, then you can pick your seat, and then you can complete your transaction.
And shout out to our producer. If you check the ticker, we have there www.eventbrite.com/50 Shades of Purple Tea Party Social. Woo! Listen, we are here to help. We know some of you are not technology savvy. So we're going to drop the link in the Layers of Fat group on Facebook, okay? Thank you again. This has been so fun. Have you had fun, Miss Sonia?
I have had a ball, girl. I had a ball. Yes.
I cannot wait. Listen, by listening to like our interaction with each other, you all probably think like we met. We just met, and I look forward. I will be in the building on March the 19th. Okay. I am so excited. Please purchase your tickets. Listen. There's no excuses. I'm very transparent. If you got something planned, purchase a ticket for someone else. If you don't know anyone else, I want you to DM Miss Sonia. I'm going to leave her contact information in the chat. Go ahead and bless another woman to be in the building on March the 19th, okay? This year is going to be mind-blowing. But just wait. Show up this year. So next year, you will be notified of the plans of next year. Okay?
Absolutely.
Also, please, those of you all that are suffering with anxiety, what else I said? Anxiety or arthritis or anything going on, whether it's physically or mentally, I want you to also connect with Miss Sonia. Okay, if you are an entrepreneur and you're watching this show tonight, you definitely want to connect with her so you can be a vendor or a sponsor for next year. Trust me, even though this year is happening on March 19th, her and her team, they are already planning next year.
Yes.
Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Miss Sonia. I love you. We are forever connected.
Absolutely, Ebony. You are my boo.
I am so excited. You heard me? I'm so excited. Thank you for tuning into the Layers Effect. Again, I'm your girl, Miss Ebony. My guest tonight is Miss Sonia. Thank you for tuning in. Good night.
Good night.